Hello friends, in the current video we will understand the concept of trial balance, right? What is trial balance, right? See, in the preceding video we understood journal and ledger. Now we will understand this further continuation of the accounting, that is trial balance. So trial balance is a statement, right? So ledger was an account, but the trial balance is a statement. And how this statement will be prepared? The statement will be prepared with the help of balances of ledger. So this trial balance is a statement, it is not an account, and it will be prepared, it will be made, it will be uh, created with the help of the balances of the ledger. Whatever ledger balances we have, with the help of that we prepare. Right? So trial balance is a statement prepared with the help of ledger balance. The question arises, why do we require this trial balance? This trial balance will give us the mathematical or arithmetical accuracy of what? Of journal, ledger, subsidiary books, and posting and balancing of ledger. In the sense what, we started our accounting process with the help of journal. We passed the journal by using the most important concept called as double entry. From there we posted into the ledger with the same concept of double entry and subsidiary books, and we posting into the journal, into the ledger, then balancing of the ledger, right? So after doing all these processes, we have closed our ledger, we are possessing some ledger balances. Now, before moving ahead, for preparation of our last statement is financial statement. That is profit and loss account, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. These are the statement we prepare. Suppose if we make any mistake either in journal or into posting into the ledger, subsidiary books, or balancing of the ledger, and we follow the same data, we proceed with the same data for preparation of financial statement, then what will happen? If this data is wrong, ultimately our financial position, financial statement even will provide the wrong information. Hence, before proceeding further for preparation of financial statement, we will have one filter kind of a thing. What is that filter? That filter is called as trial balance. What this trial balance will do? Trial balance is a statement prepared with the help of ledger balances. And the concept of accounting says that when we have followed the double entry concept, our trial balance, what we prepare, it should tally. It should tally. That is, debit and credit should tally. If it is tallied, it does means that we have done everything right with regards to journal, ledger, subsidiary book, posting, and balancing. Sometimes some compensating errors also will be there, but we don't consider that right now to explain the concept. Again, student will get confused, right? We'll keep that parameter set aside and we'll understand. So if this trial balance agreed tallied, it does means that everything we have done is right, and we can directly proceed for preparation of financial statement, the final statement. If this trial balance does not tally and does not agree, it does means that we made a mistake either in passing the journal or posting the journal into the ledger, or subsidiary books preparation, or balancing of ledger. right? So unless and until we tally the trial balance, we don't proceed for preparation, because if you give wrong data to financial statement, it will give wrong financial position and financial statements. So the English saying is there, garbage in, garbage out. So if we give wrong data, it will give us wrong information, which is not at all useful for financial decision making. So that's the reason why, unless and until we tally the trial balance, we do not proceed further. So if we trial balance not agreed, we will go back and check each and everything, and we will make the tally the trial balance, then only we will further proceed, right? So this is the basic crux of the trial balance. I hope I made you understand this, right? Now, how to prepare this trial balance, right? So in the earlier uh, video, I explained you the ledger, and I have prepared some ledgers also with the help of journal. And as I told you, it is a statement of ledger balances, right? So with the help of these ledger balances, we will prepare the trial balance. How to prepare the trial balance? As I told you, trial balance is a statement. There is no specific procedure like ledger account or any account, right? It is a statement containing the debit and credit. Debit and credit. So here I will make a statement, that is, the statement is called as trial balance. This area is particulars, this is debit, and this is credit. How to prepare, sir? Based on the ledger balances. Just see the ledger balance and prepare. So now we will take up the previous question which we did, ledger. That question that answers we take, and we will prepare. Now if you see the cash account always see the balance brought down what we have written, right? So balance brought down is 49,000. As I told you, we have 49,000 cash balance. So cash balance is 49,000, balance brought down which side? Debit side. Which side it is? Debit side. Hence we write cash. On which side we write? Debit side, 49,000, right? Understand? So whichever side the balance brought down is there, the same side you need to write as 49,000 as our cash balance, that to debit side. If you see the second account, capital account, we have balance brought down on the credit side. So we write capital, next item, and we write the amount on the credit side, that is 1 lakh rupees, right? Understand? We are writing whichever side the balance brought down we have. And the second one is purchases account. So we have debit balance 45,000. So we write purchases. Debit balance 45,000. Next account, after purchases we have bank account. Bank balance is debit balance 37,000. So bank 37,000 bank balance, right? Now once this is done, next page we have a furniture account. Furniture account is debit balance 1,000. So furniture 1,000 debit balance. Next account, sales account, showing credit balance 30,000. So sales credit balance 30,000. We are writing on the credit side. Then after sales we have Ramesh account, debit balance 10,000. We sold goods to Ramesh, we need to receive money. Ramesh account, debit balance 10,000. Next account, after Ramesh, Ajay account, credit balance 30,000. We purchase from Ajay, we need to get. So Ajay account credit balance is how much? 13,000, right? Then we have purchase return account showing a credit balance 2,000. So we write purchase return account credit balance of 2,000. Next we have drawings account showing a debit balance of 3,000. So we write drawings account. Debit balance of 3,000, right? So once it is done, we will close this and we'll make the summation. If you make the summation this side, we are getting 1,45,000 debit summation, and credit summation even we are getting 1,45,000. Now our trial balance is tallied. In the sense what? See, you might have observed in the earlier video I have written the journal and prepared the ledger. From those ledgers only I have prepared the trial balance. Right? So now this is getting tallied. It does means that we did not make a mistake either in passing the journal or posting into the ledger or balancing the ledger, and it is tallied. It does means that all these things we have done correctly. If it is not getting tallied, presume that then we would have went back and checked everything and rectify the error, then we'll tally the trial balance. So this is the way we need to prepare the trial balance, right? But sometimes in the questions we will give in direct balances, right? In such a case, we have to remember some fundamentals of accounting. What are those fundamentals of accounting we need to remember, right? Always bear in mind that this universal truth and facts of accounting, always these are truths are across the globe are same. That is, we are dividing accounts into 4 types. One is assets, another one is liabilities, another one is expenditure or loss, and fourth one is income or gain. So we divide accounts into these 4 categories: assets, liabilities, expenditure or loss, income or gain. And always, these are the universal truths I am saying, right? Always asset shows debit balance. Always liability shows credit balance. Always expenses shows debit balance. Always income shows credit balance. Some author make a one more type, that is they will write specifically capital, right? So I consider capital even is a liability. So therefore, if you wanted to write separately, even capital shows credit balance because liability shows credit balance, right? So basic segregation is 4 types. So in these 4 types, asset always shows debit balance, liabilities always shows credit balance, expenses always shows debit balance, income always shows credit balance. So once you understand this basic crux, anywhere across the globe, these are the universal truth. If a student, accounting student is asked, asset shows which balance, straight away without hesitation, debit balance, that's all. No further thought. Liabilities, credit, expenditure, debit, income, credit. So like that you must be in a position to say. So once we understand this concept, right, we will check with this concept in the trial balance what we have prepared. Cash is an asset showing debit balance. Capital, liability showing credit balance. Purchases, expenditure showing debit balance. Bank, asset showing debit balance. Suppose sometimes bank shows credit balance, then it is a bank overdraft liability, right? Furniture, asset showing debit balance. Sales, income showing credit balance. Ramesh, because Ramesh, the person to whom we sold the goods on credit basis, from whom we need to receive money, showing debit balance as debtor. This fellow is debtor, asset. Ajay, from whom we purchased the material, to whom we may need to make the payment is creditor. So credit balance. Purchase return. We have returned the material. Always shows credit balance. Purchases shows debit balance. Purchase return will show credit balance always. Drawings always shows debit balance because it is the amount withdrawn for the personal sake. So you might have understood these are the fundamental truths I have attached to these to make you better understand the accounting. Right? But sometimes what will happen, the direct ledger balances will be given and we need to divide those transactions into these four categories and decide which category it belongs to. Based on that, we need to write the balance and make the trial balance tally. I'll take one final account question of the university. Actually, that is asked for financial statement, but I'll make a trial balance with those balances. Right? I'll take this question, I'll make the trial balance of this. Because these are directly ledger balances we have given. So for this, we'll prepare the trial balance. There are many ways we can say, there are two ways generally, not many. This is one of the way that we write debit and credit, right? One more mechanism and methodology we say it is depend upon how we are writing. So here what we are doing, I am preparing trial balance for this. It is not an account, it is a statement, bear in mind. Whatever way we prepare, that is a statement only, right? So in this manner I am preparing, it is not an account, it is a statement, please. This is particulars. This is debit I am writing. This is particulars. Credit I am writing. So whatever credit balances I'll write this side, whatever debit balances I'll write this side. Instead of that, you can make in a format of statement also. This is also statement, right? So this is trial balance. Right? Now I will prepare trial balance with the help of this information. Now, first item is capital. So capital is what? Already we have discussed, it is a liability. Liability shows which balance? Credit balance. Therefore, capital. How much? 30,000. Clear? Creditor. What is creditor? Creditor is a liability. Because when we purchase material on credit basis, creditors will be credited. So creditor is a liability, shows which balance? Credit balance. Creditors. Creditors 43,000. Right? Next, debtor. Debtor is an asset. Because when we sell goods on credit basis, debtors will be creditors from whom we need to receive the money. So debtor always show debit balance. So debtors 51,000. Then furniture. Furniture is an asset. Always shows debit balance. Furniture 8,500. Cash in hand. Cash in hand is an asset. Shows debit balance. Cash in hand. How much? 900. Overdraft with central bank. Overdraft. What do you mean by overdraft? Excess amount withdrawn. That is overdraft. It is a loan provided by the bank. Shows credit balance. OD I am writing abbreviation. OD with central bank. CB. Due to the paucity of place I am writing abbreviation. You can understand. 6,000. Then duty clearing charges. It is the expenditure incurred for the firm. So expenditure shows which balance? Debit balance. So duty clearing charges. I am using abbreviations. Duty and clearing charges 3,500. Right? Then salaries. Salaries is an expenditure for the organization. So salary shows which balance? Debit balance. How much salary is amount? 9,500. 9,500. General expenditure. Expenditure, it shows debit balance. General expenses shows debit balance. How much? 2,500. So expenditure shows debit balance. Commission received income always shows credit balance. Received, how much we have received? 4,000. Income, credit balance, right? Then drawings is always shows debit balance. Drawings, it is a amount withdrawn by the proprietor for his personal sake. So drawings always shows debit balance, 6,000. Bills payable liability, credit balance. How much bills payable? 4,000. Bills receivable asset. Bills payable in the sense on credit purchases, the bills payable will be created. On credit sales, bills receivable will be created. How much bills receivable? 17,000. Right? Opening stock. Always stock is an asset. Debit balance. Stock is an asset, shows debit balance, 47,000. Cash at SBI. Cash at SBI, debit balance because it is an asset, 12,500. We have cash balance. Purchases, debit balance because it is an expenditure. How much purchases? 48,900. Right? Then sales is a revenue, income, credit balance. Always 1,27,000. And traveling expenses. Expenditure always shows debit balance, 4,700. Rent paid expenditure, debit balance, 2,000. So like this, we have recorded this transaction based on the segregation of assets, liabilities, expenditure, income. Right? So on this basis, we have recorded all these transactions, right? And this is a trial balance we are preparing. Closing stock we don't consider as of right now. Now we need to make the summation, and this summation of both the sides should tally. Now when we make the summation, right, so this trial balance is tallied with an amount of 2,14,000. 2,14,000. So debit amount is 2,14,000 and credit amount is 2,14,000. So it does means that the trial balance which is provided directly, ledger balance is given. So this trial balance is ledgers, in the sense what earlier accounting was right, now this trial balance is tallied. So always trial balance should tally, otherwise we are wrong. So once this trial balance is tallied, we can further proceed for the preparation of the financial statement. Right, I hope I made you understand both the ways of preparation of trial balance and basic crux. I did my best. Please do subscribe my channel and motivate me to make further more qualitative videos. Thank you, and like, subscribe, and please do forward to other students and ask them to even subscribe. Thank you.